Nahas on the team's 1-1 draw against Bay FC. Sean, can you start with your initial thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought we were okay today. I thought, to get out of here with a point, I think we would take that after the first half performance. I thought we were really all over the place. I mean, look, they've built a pretty good side over the last couple of weeks. Adding Abby and Tess, I thought Tess was phenomenal tonight. Kundananji is an absolute handful. I thought we did a better job in the second half. I thought first half we were a little bit on edge. Too many cheap giveaways, too many free possessions. We weren't really ourselves. A lot of technical breakdowns. Found the resolve to get back into it, but then I thought in the second half, I thought Liv and Mary and Pinto did a good job of raising the level a little bit, giving us a little bit more of an attacking mind frame, a little bit more dynamic. Not to say that the group that started didn't. It just they weren't as impactful in the game as once the game opened up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to get a point, but I felt like for as average as we played, could have easily lost and then could have easily won. A couple of chances, but you can't be great every day, and you're going to have games like this, and they showed a fight and character about them, but there's definitely areas we have to be better at.
KK, Casey, and Tyler all hit 100 in WSL regular season appearances tonight. Obviously, each have kind of joined the club at different points in their career, but what has each of them meant to the club over the years?
Yeah, I don't think it's about what they meant to the club. I think they need to be celebrated individually for the work that they put in to be able to play those amount of games. And then in turn, then it helps within the club dynamic. Obviously, KK's been here the longest, and her growth, it's a story in and of itself. And, Case and Tyler just joined last year and has had a great impact for us. And Casey is Casey, and she's won us games and saved us games. And but they're three veteran players that help us tremendously. That I feel that any player that can reach 50 or 100 games at this level in this league as consistently as and play as consistently as they have is a credit to them and the work and how they take care of themselves and how much the craft means to them. But they represent the club in the utmost respect, and I'm pleased for them because I know how hard it is to do.
Yes, obviously Sunday night, emotional game, big offensive output. Do you think the kind of quick turnaround contributed to the slower start?
Yeah, I mean, the emotional game wasn't for us. That was for San Diego. Look, there's no secret. We took a red eye back. We had off Monday, had off Tuesday. We landed Monday morning at 8:30 with a connection flight. That's a problem. And then, you have off on Tuesday. Then you have one training session on Wednesday, and you match day -1. I think a lot of the mistakes we had tonight, the technical errors, came down to fatigue. But I don't make excuses. It just wasn't clean enough. If you're fatigued, and the numbers don't show they're fatigued, but once you start playing and the way that they were playing and the high energy and tempo that they were playing at, it wears on you. It was a human night. But it definitely doesn't help when you don't have a normal week and you're taking a red eye back from across the country and off a good result. But that's part of being a professional athlete. So,
were you happy with the team's response after giving up an early goal, getting that tying goal?
I mean, I think that answers itself. If we don't, we lose. But the goal they scored, we don't do a good enough job in keeping possession. We try and force it up the middle instead of going back to Casey, opening the game up and playing. If we secure possession and using Casey as the free player, we're potentially leaving here with a 1-0 result. But the resolve, again, to get back into it, fight, compete, a good finish by Ash, a great little ball by Sull, a second ball win. I'm sure they're disappointed with drawing. We're disappointed, but we'll take it. People keep talking about the unbeaten streak at home, and I don't care about that stuff. I don't wake up every morning and say 19 games unbeaten at home. That shit don't mean nothing to me. At the end of the day, we need to do a better job of not giving away, allowing teams to be involved in the game as much as they were. They were really dynamic and fluid, and we were a little bit more rigid, and I think we have to be a little bit sharper in that. One, getting healthy, getting Caroline back. I don't talk about medical. it's sooner rather than later, but I also have to look out for the kid's future. You know, I know people hate to hear that, but her as a person is more important than her as a footballer, and I don't want it to have the excitement of her coming back and then something happens because we didn't recognize it, and then I've done a disservice to the kids. So we just got to be smart with it. I know she's eager, but we got to protect her from her a little bit. I just think we have to get back into rhythm. I thought we were starting to go like this. I thought we had a really good performance. Again, you're going to have days like this. I'd rather have a day like this and tie than have a day like this and lose 3-0, lose 1-0 the way we did. So again, it's if you go back and look at our lineups, I'd be interested to know how many of our same starting lineups we had all year. It's really hard to get continuity, and especially with our front line, it's been so inconsistent with injuries and whatever. So, yeah, I think it's a credit to the players and the work and the fact that we're in 5th place with the current status of our roster and who's available to us. I think the staff and players have done a wonderful job, and something that we should be proud of and not just focus on a average draw.